So everybody, today's session is time management. Okay, like you all know, you must have received an invitation from our side. It's time management. Today we are going to discuss about time management. You know what happens, everybody? Every one of us do have 24 hours. Nobody do have more than that. Neither anybody have less than that. Okay, all of we do have 24 hours with us. But we see many people, some people say that, yeah, Ram, I do not get time to do it. I do not get time to study. I do not get time to, prepare for the government exam. Someone says, I do not get time to prepare for myself. I do not get time to, do exercise. I do not get time to, improve my communication skills. Many of us, do complain like this, that I do not get time for this. I do not get time for this. But it's not like that. One of our friend, one of our colleague, or one of our neighbor, what happens, they do have plenty of time. On the same time, we are not having time with us, but our neighbor, our friend, or some of our colleague would have a lots of time. We do see many people who do not only do their own work, be it study, be it their office work, be it their homework, whatever, they do complete that work also, and they do take care or they of other activities also, or they do participate in some other activities also, what helps them to grow in career. Okay, grow in career or grow as a personal. Okay, so what are those techniques, what are those tricks, what are the benefit of time management, what are who do require the time management? So today we are going to discuss about all these points. Okay, because time, if someone has, someone is good on managing the time, trust me guys, trust me, he is going to do wonders in his life. Many people I see, they do keep on wasting their time on watching different kind of web series. It's not, I don't say that do not watch any web series, but I say you should have schedule your all the activities. It should not be like that you are wasting your time in watching web series only or movies only, or you all the time you are wasting your time on the social medias. Now the time is of social media, now the time is of technology. So definitely you should do all these things, but you should not make it your life, like you are wasting 5 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours on these things. So you should manage time properly. Okay, let's move ahead. What exactly time management is? Okay, now, like we can say, here, time management is the process of organizing and planning how to divide your time between specific activities. Like it is very clear through this definition that time management is the process of organizing, planning your activities, that how you plan your activities of the day, of the night, or whatever in these 24 hours. Okay. Next comes, you can improve your ability to function more effectively even when time is tight and pressure is high. Okay, if you do time management, then you can improve your abilities to function more effectively. Okay, then it comes, who can use time management? Time management is made for whom? Okay, it is paid for business leaders. Business leaders can manage their time. Politicians need to manage their time. Students who are studying in any of the classes, be it engineering, management, or any of the field it would be, data science, computer science, mathematics, whatever the field is, students also need to manage their time. Students do have different categories, like they need to spend time on their hobbies, their cricket game or some other activities, watching movies, hanging up with the friends, using social media, going to college, the time to going into the college. This way many students to have their daily schedule, but how effectively or how they manage their schedule is more important here. Next comes for teachers, the persons who do teach in the colleges or universities or wherever, be it schools or anywhere. How do they manage their activities? How do they take classes? How do they take care of their own kids as well as the kids who are in their school or colleges? Also, how do they improve themselves, so that they can go ahead in their career. Next comes for laborers. Laborers, whatever kind of labor work they do, they need to manage their work, or they need to manage their time also, according to, so that they can get relevant time to improve themselves and to convert from a laborer to a skilled worker. Okay, laborers also should never mind or never feel that now we are laborer, it means we will always live laborer only. What they can do is they also can improve themselves and they can make good of their career. Same case comes for the working professionals also. Working professionals can be in any field. They are working in any IT company, they are working in any manufacturing firm, they are working in any other kind of firm. So it is equally important for working professionals also. It is important for the homemakers also, because what homemakers need to do is, homemakers need to manage their homework, as well as they need to take care of their kids also, on the part of education, on the part of their their lunch, food, each and everything about their kids they need to take care, as well as they need to take care of themselves, their family members also, be it olders or youngers. Next point comes, why time management. Now time management have few points, like to save time. Time management help us to save our time, because we can decide time for every activity. Say for example, we goes to a gym every day, and we have given 1 hour of time to gym, then we should do gym for 1 hour only. Okay, it may be less than that but not more than that, because whatever time we have decided for any activity, that activity should not exceed to more than that time, so that we do not have to suffer on the other ground. So that because we do have a limited time for each and every activity, we have planned our day, whatever the schedule we have made for us. Next comes, it reduces your stress. Once you have done time management, it will reduce your stress, because in case of time management, you know that at what time what work you need to do, how you need to do, how effectively it is going to be done. Okay, you know each and everything about your schedule, so you never have any kind of stress in your mind that I have done it but I could not do that, I have done it but I could not do that. Many times what I see is, or what we in daily routine, what we feel is we have done work, we have done one work in a very good way by giving more time to that, but on the same part or on the same case we are lacking work. So it makes pressure or it makes stress on our mind, so that should not be done. Okay, next comes to increase your work output. It helps to definitely when you are doing your work in a scheduled way, then it will increase your work output also. It will help you out to functional effectively. Effectively means, if you have your time of 1 hour to go for gym, then it will take 1 hour only. If you have 1 hour of time to watch movie, or 2 hours for watch movie on Sundays, then it will take 2 hours only. It should not be like that you are watching movies for the whole day and some of your other work got behind. Like say for example, on Sunday you have planned some activities, watching movie, going to get your car repaired or going to get your car serviced. You need to submit your bill, submit your electricity bill and some other bills. Okay, so for example, if you keep on watching movie for the whole day, then what it will be, it will affect your other activities. Okay, so that should not be there. This is the next point. Now, to have more control over our job responsibilities, this is the same case. What are our job responsibilities, what we need to do in the whole day, that will have control on your responsibility, that I need to do it, I need to do that, so I need to do in this way. It will help you out in such a way. Now next comes time wasting culprits. What are the factors, what are the culprits who make us to waste the time? Okay, it would be your telephone interruptions. Say for example, you are studying, okay, and you have a time of 2 hours to study at one go. Then the phone comes in mid. Okay, phone is ringing, your friend is calling you. Then what will happen? This phone will be the person, or this phone will be the device or the culprit who will disturb you in mid, and it will take time from your study. Say for example, you take the call. Okay, yeah, I'll call you later on. So that call you later on also have taken your few seconds. It may be 30 second, 50 second, or even up to 1 minute also sometime, because the person to whom you are talking to or who have called you, maybe he would say, yeah, there is one very important thing I need to discuss with you right away. Yeah, it is in that way, it is in that way, this is this way. Okay. So sometimes what happens, you are studying and at the same time a pop-up comes on your WhatsApp, on your other social media. Okay. And what you start to do is you start to watch that. So it is telephone or a mobile phone, what do interrupt you. Okay. Next is inefficient delegations. Sometimes inefficient delegations also interrupt you in between your time, or they do start to watch your times. Next is extended lunch or breaks. In each and every office or school or wherever you are working, you are in any condition, but you have limited time for lunch. So you must always be on time to complete your tasks. Okay, it should not be like if your lunch is for half an hour and you're taking 1 hour or 2 hour of the lunch. It should not be like that. You have 5 minutes tea break, then it should be 5 minutes only, not more than that. Next, it's cluttered workspace. If your workspace is very cluttered, something is lying there, something is lying there, something is lying here. Okay, so that should not be there, because it disturbs you, or it disturbs your attention also, that that thing is lying there, that should not be there, that should be there. Okay, so cluttered workspace should not be there. Then poor run meetings. What happens, guys? Many of us, either we are a student or we are working in any office, what we see is some meetings are not that much useful, or that meetings to take more than the time required for it. We see, many times we see our meeting was very bored. Meeting was very bored. He was saying, he or she, the boss, it would be our boss, it would be our teacher, it would be our mentor. Sometimes if we are a student, then it would be our mentor to keep on telling you, so just just like useless things. So what you think is, it's a poor meeting time. So meeting should be always to the point, like we discussed in our previous meeting also. Okay, next is misfiled information. If we get some misfiled information, then it distracts our attention, or it takes our time. Okay, so the information should be complete, and it should be to the point and tactful. Now next point comes time management skills. What are the skills what are required for the time management to excel in our career? Okay, first is to set goals. When you need to do time management, then you must set your goals, that this is my goal, this is the thing I want to achieve in my life. Okay, next is prioritizing. Prioritize your activities. Your activities would be urgent versus important. Some things used to be very urgent, like it has to be done right away. Okay, some things used to be very important, means that need to be done, but what can be, that can be done urgently also, and that can be done after some time also. We will study a proper matrix for it in the next slides. After that, it comes delegation. Now what do we mean by delegation here? Delegation means some works need to be done by us, and some works can be done by some of other person. Say for example, submitting electricity bill or depositing electricity bill. What we can do is, in this case, the electricity bill can be deposited by us also, us as an individual also, and it can be deposited by our servant also. It can be deposited by our younger brother also, father also, whosoever is having more time than us. Okay, so it should be decided that to whom a work should be delegated. Here delegation means completely this thing, that what work can be delegated to others. Okay, rather than doing oneself, whom we can delegate that work. Next comes decision making. Now here the important part is decision making. You need to decide that what to do, in what way, what type. Okay. Next comes multitasking. What do we mean by multitasking? Multitasking, it's not like you have four hands and you are working one work, you are doing with this hand, and one work you are doing with this hand. No, it should not be like that. Multitasking means, is it possible that we can do two works simultaneously? Say for example, you would have seen, everybody of you must have seen your mother, sister or wife in your home when she cooks in the kitchen. What happens? She puts cooker on one flame or one cooktop, okay, and she cooks tawa on the another one, so that she can make chapatis. So what is happening in that case is, on one place the veg is being cooked and the other place the chapatis are being made. Okay, so it is called a kind of multitasking. It saves your time. It saves almost half of the time. So in the same way, it's not only the making working in the kitchen, it's in the offices also. It's at everywhere when we can do multitasking. So for example, you need to talk to somebody. So what you can do is, the moment you are walking, then you can give a phone call to anybody else. What is not most important at the time of attending the call, when you are studying or you are doing some of your important work. Okay, so this is called multitasking, when we can do more than one work at a time. It should not always be done. Say for example, any work require, say for example, any work require more attention, okay, or high attention. In on those cases, it should not only should but never be done. Okay, because if you will distract your attention, then your work would suffer. Okay, so multitasking should be done in that cases only when the things can be done or managed very easily. Next comes problem solving. Now we do have so many problems in our day-to-day life. Now here what we need to do is, we need to solve out the problem, that what are the hurdles in managing our time. So you should manage that thing. Next is scheduling. You should schedule your activities in the same way, like prioritizing. These both the points are almost equal. Scheduling, when you can schedule your activities, that I'll do it at that time, do it at that time, do it at that time. Okay, so you should schedule your activities. Next is managing appointments. When you do have some of your appointments, then you need to manage those appointments as well, that how much time to give to that any particular appointment, at what time, how much important that is, or how much important that is not. So it should be managed in that way. Next comes tips for effective time management. So here are some tips for effective time management.
भेज देंगे स्क्रीनशॉट लेने को। उसके अन्य भी नहीं चाहिए ना, नहीं चाहिए करूँ के पास सर हुआ। देखिए आप या तो सुविधा दीजिए नहीं वैसा अगर आप
So it is prepare list of all the tasks to be done in the morning. Guys, first step to manage time is,
कि बिहार की वाली लड़की बिहार से बाहर नहीं गई हम कितना भी लिपस्टिक लगा के वो फोटो खींच के फेसबुक पे डाल देते हैं उसे क्या
kindly
आप देखिएगा तब हमको कोई
kindly mute yourself. Your voice is coming from behind.
आप लोग क्यों देख
Please mute yourself. Please, Moni, please mute yourself.
जगह बाबा इसकी चीज की
Amrita, mute yourself. So prepare list of the task in the morning, okay, or one day before in the evening. You can do in this way. Say for example, these are your some of your work. What we need to do is every day: pay electricity bill, ordering gas, pay phone bills, purchasing bags. Every one of us do have such kind of works on daily basis. Not every day, but leaving some gap. Okay, we do have such kind of works, like pay electricity bill, ordering gas, pay online phone bill, purchasing bags, teaching kids, renew passport, order gas, time for parents, file ITR, bank transfer, okay, playing games, preparing runner, social media, preparing PPT, office work, school time, college. These are the some of the things what we do every day. Not every day, some things are not done every day, but these things are done on regular basis. Okay, so like exercising, meditate, watch movie, learn new skill. These some of the are the things what we need to do, or these are the list what we need to make. Okay, now next comes key, what should be given how much importance or how much priority. Okay, that we will discuss further. Now it's this time tips for time effective time management. What we should do is do the toughest work first. Say for example, there is some tough task or tough work. We should complete that task first, and other tasks should be completed later on. Okay. So that it can help you in reducing the stress, and it can make you more efficient and more confidence. If you would have done some of your important works first, then it will give you a confidence that, oh, this is done, now I can do my all the things easily. Okay, so whenever you got time or whenever you plan to do the things, then do the toughest work first, so that later on your mind can be free. Okay, next is remove distractions from your work. Say for example, you are studying, like I told you also, or you are in a college or university, wherever you are, or you are in office, remove all the distractions. You should not be distracted, or your attention should not be go ahead at the time you are working. Okay, attention should be stuck, not distract. Your attention, जैसे if I say in Hindi, ध्यान अटकना चाहिए, भटकना नहीं चाहिए. Okay, your attention must be stuck, not distract. So always keep in your mind that your attention must be stuck, not distract. Okay, next is 20 and 80 formula. Always follow the 20 and 80 formula. It will help you out to get or to be very much productive. If 20% of your activities give you 80% productivity, got my point? Or 20% of your good habits increases your 80% productivity. So always mind it, it would be different for everybody. It's not always one thing for everybody. So for example, someone is a gymnasium or is a bodybuilder. For him, going to the gym is the most important, but the person who is studying, for him studying is most important. The person who is working in any office, for him doing work or completing his project is important. So it should be always decided as per your priorities, as per your personal requirements. It should not be always like, or one thing cannot be equally importance for everybody. Next comes take break between the work. When you are working, be it either office, be it either school or anywhere, take break between the works. If you will take break in the work, it will help you to increase your productivity. Say for example, at least you should take a gap of or break of 10 minutes after every 50 minutes. If you are working for hour, you should take a break of 10 minutes at least. It will help you out to increase your productivity. In some of the companies we cannot get it done, but virtually or in some other way we can do it. Okay, at least we can do it for our mind. If we cannot do it physically, then we should try to do it, or we must do it to make our mind more satisfactorily, or it make it more stuck to the work. Okay, next is reduce the scope, don't escape. What you can do is you can reduce the scope of any activity. So for example, you goes to gym for 1 hour every day, but one day what happens, you have less time. Okay, you have less time. Then what you can do is you can go to the gym for at least 10 minutes. If you have time of 10 minutes, then go at least for 10 minutes. Okay, do less, but do at least whatever your daily basis activities are. Try to complete all those activities on daily basis itself. It should not be that like that you are escaping any activity in mid. Activities must not be skipped in mid. Your all the activities should be done every day. You can do it for less. Okay, next is inspire yourself. Just a second. I'm sorry guys, just for a while. Okay, next it is inspire yourself all the time. Keep yourself inspired all the times. It should not be like that ki you are just keep on doing something. You should inspire yourself. that yes, this is good, I have done it like better than that day, I have done it, good than that day. So you should inspire yourself, or I can do it. That habit should be formed. Now this is the your
Saturday
prioritizing table.
again.
Sorry,
DK दोनों.
this is your table of
नहीं
urgent.
नहीं इकडे दे जितू era. हाँ.
Amrita, go on mute. Every time you're unmuting her.
Kindly keep yourself on mute mode, please. Now it is a table of urgent versus important. Now what happens in our daily basis, we do have some urgent work as well as important work. Now what is the difference between urgent and important? Urgent means we need to do some work right away. That is to be done right away. Okay. Important means something is important, either we can do right away, or we can do that one day after, or 2 days after, or maybe 1 hour or 1 minute after. Okay, so there is a planning, or there is a table to make it understand very well. Urgent, if something is urgent and that is important, if something is urgent as well as important, then do it. So for example, completing your projects, because that used to be important also and urgent also, so complete your projects right away. So for example, there is something like that, key exams, your exams are coming. So for example, today is your exam, then it is urgent also, important also. So what you should do is, you should do that, or you should take exam right away. So for example, there is any bill. So for example, there is electricity bill. If you do not pay that electricity bill, light will be cut off from your home. So what you should do is, you should do that right away. Next comes not urgent but important. If something is not urgent, this is not urgent, but from here it is important. Like making notes. Making notes is important because you need to study notes and give exam later on. Okay, like making online, so for YouTuber, say for example, or for any teacher, making videos. What is that is important. If he will not make videos, it will not he will not be able to deliver his next lecture or next presentation. So should do that, make or should make videos. Next comes exercise. Exercise is not urgent, because if you will not do exercise today, it is not going to make any effect, but it is important. So you should plan, or you should try to do that. Next comes not important. Not important means the things what can be delegated, or I can be done later on. If that is, it is not, if it is urgent, the email should be written, but maybe you write that email, or someone else can write that email. Similarly, phone calls also is there. Similarly, meeting also is there. Now, if something is there what is not important, okay, neither urgent. Something is not urgent, not important. So what you can do is eliminate. Sometimes what you can do is, you can eliminate that from your schedule. So for example, phone calls. If you are not in very much in need of making a phone call, then you can eliminate it. You can eliminate to watch movie, or you can eliminate to play games. So this is like that way. Okay. Next is benefits of time management. Next is benefits of time management. Okay. Now, like we discussed earlier also, it do helps you to stress relief. Okay, it will help you out to relieve from the stress. Next is, if you will schedule things, it will help you to get more time to do other activities. Okay, it will help you to more able, so that you can do your things in a much better way. Next is ability to realize your goals. If you are there somewhere, it will help you to realize your goals, and it helps you to make good work-life balance also. Okay, thanks everybody. So we will proceed to question and answer session now, and if the meeting becomes over, then you can join again the same meeting.